We're playing the loser of Luna and I don't give a fuck what you do.
Yeah.
So good luck in your warm-up. We're going to have Carvia up next on the mic and introduce himself for a little bit.
All right, let's see it.
Carvia. A CenCal representative, we don't get to see that often at the den. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
Pretty good. You might want to sit a little bit just closer to the mic. Yeah.
Okay. So there's a lot of eyes on you right now. How do you feel going into this?
I feel all right. R.O.B is I think it goes R.O.B. It's a bit of a weird matchup, even though supposedly Pikachu wins. But I've definitely played a lot of R.O.Bs online because it's very prevalent on the online scene. But see what happens.
See what happens. I said that's something that every time we've talked this past weekend, you've talked about the online. Do you think online's really giving you the practice you need and the advantage to play in these offline tournaments?
Online is pretty much all I use to get to where I am. So.
Yeah, I mean, of course it works. I mean, you've beaten good people. You always get far whenever you go to tournaments. And here you are in CenCal Smash Summit, deserving your spot here. So, yeah, I mean, I think it shows. Maybe not for you, but for Carvia, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a really good exhibition event to like see a lot of these sets and people like, because we have a lot of people coming from real down far. We have like Peter the Great, we have Luna, and we have people coming as far from like Stockton, like maybe like Dre's a little bit farther than that. And we have players from all over. Like we are a legit scene. We're a little bit more spread out, a little disorganized, but like we've been only getting better. And so like I'm really excited to see these events. I'm really excited to see Carvia versus like people he doesn't get to play that often and see because like he's a 6th seed for a reason. They're really close group stage pools matches and gauntlet stages. And I wish him the best luck, and I hope that he's not too distraught from yesterday because I think he can go far in this bracket still.
Yeah, just like that cherry on top is that's the thing for all the viewers that have been watching, it's always been Carvia versus the same names. So we finally get to see Carvia and you versus people to see how the results are going. It says all these questions that the region's been asking, now here you're giving the answers. I'm excited to see what you do.
Thank you.
And we would love to see you to come out more too. I mean, you're always welcome to the Stockton scene, to pretty much wherever there's a tournament open. We want to see you come out and do stuff because you can do some real damage. I mean, it's really impressive stuff what you do.
Thank you.
So I mean, that's something we look forward to. So if you're ever bored one day and you want to go to a tournament, just ask us. We might have something.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. And is there any more questions?
I think that's it. I want to say good luck. Next up, we're going to get Zandomo on the mic.
Right.
Good luck, man.
All right.
Thank you.
Hope to see you far in this bracket.
And you're welcome to go get ready.
Good luck, Carvia.
Good luck, man.
All right, next up, I think we have Zandomo in the room, but I just sent you mans to go get him real quick. We'll talk to the kid. And
young lad. You know what he said? He said I played.
Oh, he's already smiling.
He said he played DBZ back in the day, and I said back in the day. He said 1 year ago. I thought that was the funniest. Yeah, he said last week.
Zandomo.
Zandomo.
One of our youngest entrants too.
So the big question, everybody scrolls through Twitter. I see on Twitter, it seems like you're giving yourself a new nickname.
What?
The Zambozo moment.
Yeah.
How do you feel about today?
I don't know. It's gonna be really hard. I've obviously like to win this set. I don't want to go 0-5. That's the big thing I keep going back to. I'm trying to. The reason I stood in there or sat in there for like the past 2 sets was to kind of just focus up. It was more quiet in there. Trying to get in the right mentality to play Pika. Not very good in that matchup, I'll admit. But see how things turn out.
Yeah. I mean, first things off, I love the shirt. If we could get maybe a shot in the camera.
That sweater is fire.
Why don't you stand up and show everybody?
University of your mom. Oh
Yes,
my
sir.
God. He's a
Fire
Chad.
shirt.
He's a Chad. I can't
So,
stop him.
you've been in the conversations a lot as of late. A lot of people know you're good, obviously, but I think a lot of the CenCal people just want to call you like that young prodigy, like the next one up. We do have a lot of younger players, but you're like next in the come up, like you're right
There's
there.
a lot of up and coming young players.
Yeah. The whole region, I'd call up and
I
coming.
feel like the whole community. I mean, Spargo's the second best in the world, so.
Yeah. and your plays has been really impressive. I've always commented on your item play. I always feel like it's better than most people out in here. Sorry, Weapon. Like, you're just so good at it. I mean, probably because we're playing R.O.B, right?
Yeah.
But, I mean, you're just so talented at so many little things here and there. And, 90% of the time, you're smiling, you're having a good time.
Yeah.
But when you're frowning, I'm scared. I'm like, bro, I don't know if he's going to throw. I don't know if he's going to win.
I know the head
That's not very
bobs.
fun.
the head bobs are definitely a killer for.
So I
this
know if I
weekend.
see a frown in the upcoming match, I'm going to be a little worried. I'm going to be like, man. But you know, you've always been a happy person, and I always see you playing friendlies and practicing and training. So
Always trying to
this,
improve.
yeah, this
Yeah,
is gonna
for
be your
sure.
time to really show that off. You know.
Yeah.
So
I
no
was-
more messing around.
Yeah,
More
I was-
Mr. Nice Guy.
For sure, exactly.
I can't afford to lose.
Exactly.
None of us
Yeah.
can at this point.
I'd say one of the disadvantages of the younger players in the region is that, like, well, except humans, but like they don't get to go out that often. And you, Turlock native, you said you wanted to be here. You wanted to be the Turlock native to be here and like event. I don't know. I'm not gonna dox you or anything, but we're pretty close.
Oh,
But you know, we don't get to see you that often. But when we do, it's been pretty much of a treat. You are actually the reigning Junkyard champion. Had a pretty dominant performance. Actually, also winning Squad Strike too, winning Squad Strike this event, winning doubles in this event. So I think regardless, I'd assume you've taken a lot out of this event. Fun fact about Zandomo is, because I mean, as competitors, right, in esports, you have to be able to adapt to anything. And with the pool changes and all that, panicking had to drop, very unfortunately, to family circumstances, and told me he was not going to be there 100% Sunday. Next up in the donations was Yami Zami, who was about like $100 to $200 short. By default, do you want to know how much money Zandomo had donated in his campaign?
Can I guess?
$10.
Yup.
10 macaroonies.
10
Yep.
macaroons.
Who was it from? Who was it from?
I don't remember.
It was from a teacher, this guy who hosts a Smash
Oh
tournaments at our
my
school.
goodness.
Hey, shout
Dang.
out to him.
And
Shout out.
now because of him, Zandomo's had to play the
Uh-huh.
sweatiest sets of his life.
Yami Zami could have definitely been in there, but because he said he couldn't commit to the event and come all days, he felt like, you know, Zandomo deserved it a little bit more. And here we have Zandomo.
Yeah.
Glad
he's here.
Yeah, for sure.
Nito, do you have any final words you want to say to Zandomo?
I'm rooting for my fellow Turlocal right here, dude.
I tried to defend Turlock better.
Hey, he's a Turlock boy.
And fellow,
Yup.
Yup.
yep, as
Yep.
of yesterday.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Glad to have
Yup,
you part of the crew,
boys.
man. Good luck out there.
Good luck
No,
and
no,
have
yeah,
fun.
yeah,
We hope
good
you see a very competitive set.
Yeah, man. Good luck.
All right. Let's get that player one cam. See the walk-in.
Let's get that show on the road.
Okay.
Hey, you need to switch to someone.
Okay.
Peter.
You want to hop on? All right.
Peter.
Have a little bit of a commentary switch right now as we get into this exciting set.
Do me a favor.
Carvia versus Zandomo.
Give me that Red Bull.
It's
Thank you.
It is muted.
that's why it's
That's right.
That's exactly why it's muted.
This freaking humans doesn't come in every so often.
He wins like
All right, Pika and Rob. I know we just heard Zandomo say he's not too confident in this matchup. He probably doesn't play Pikachu as often, so we're gonna see if he can adapt really well to it.
I don't know where you would find this matchup experience in this region other than himself. Realistically, we've all heard the tales of how good Pikachu's supposed to be, right? Yet a bunch of people do not play him. So
Yeah. I think it's the fact that Pikachu isn't the easiest character. You know, people like to say he can mash on you, but those combo routes aren't the easiest to do.
You have like the perfect example of why Pika isn't the most popular in the character he's playing against right now.
Yeah.
With every bit of effort you put into Pika, you could be picking Rob. But if you put the effort into Pika, you get a stock like that against Rob.
Actually, Peter, I have to ask you of all people, how do you feel about this matchup being a native Rob main?
Oh, this is one of Rob's worst.
Oh,
that
shit.
said, like, no matchup for Rob is at any point worse than like a 4-6 because it's Rob. You can just kill anyways.
Uh-huh.
But Pika combines both really good speed, so able to get all up in your face and all up on your shield and you can't do much about it. Really good combos and you're a big body, so you just gotta hold it. And really good kill confirms, like multiple. So all sorts of ways to actually finish Rob. On top of pretty good zoning. Like Thunder Jolt's not too harsh for Rob in particular, but it is annoying. And then just like with that level of off stage, like your recovery isn't great. Pika basically has the tools to have an answer to everything Rob does, but you still have to make the right decisions, and Rob can still just kill you if you pick the wrong choice.
Yeah, yeah, exactly what you were saying, Peter. Exactly what happened on the screen. Zandomo seems like he's been in disadvantage for the whole game. Yeah, he took that stock and he doesn't seem that far behind.
Exactly. So like the Rob Pika matchup is you are spending 70% of the game just getting hit and losing, but then you figure out where Pika's going to quick attack, or you figure out where he wants to get like a read, or you think one step ahead of him, and you just kill him.
Yeah.
That's
one,
it.
One thing I did see Zandomo do that I was screaming about all day is that when he ever, oh sorry, Carvia. Whenever I saw Carvia grab gyro and throw it upwards.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, thank God someone finally did that.
It's the first thing I tell people every
Yeah.
time. They're like, what do I do with gyro? I'm like, if you grab it, jump, throw it straight up. Get that sucker out of the equation for as long as possible. You throw that off stage, I get a new one. You throw it at me, I shield it, I get a new one.
Exactly.
You just like throw it somewhere to get rid of it, I get a new one.
Hey, what a spike!
And speaking of new one,
Speaking of new
Zandomo
one.
getting Carvia a new stock right there with that spike.
We're seeing it right here. Like based on how like these 2.5 minutes have gone, it's been a lot of Carvia running the show, getting the hits, getting Zandomo to high percent really quick. But then the stock counts even.
And now this is a Zandomo lead. For the
Now
first
it's a
time in this
Zandomo
game.
show.
Looking like the beginning of a hot set right now.
Yeah, maybe Zandomo. What the?
Whew, wasn't ready for Pika to be right in your face.
Zandomo is just like, you know what if I, you know,
Don't lose.
What if I don't lose? Oh,
Be like, see right there, trying to expect like is Pika gonna be aggressive on me? Try to predict where the Pika's gonna end up.
Oh, he really wants it. I don't even think that up smash will kill. I think that's just for damage.
Good
Oh,
gyro! Perfectly set up.
So something I want to point out, right, for just the whole situation overall, is Zandomo is 0-4 as of right now. Carvia did not sound like a bully or overconfident on that mic. When we asked him, how do you feel? He said, I respect R.O.B. He's a good player. Like, I'm gonna be playing my best out there. And he was. Playing in the matchup, got a little carried away, and boom, one gyro combo and it's over. And you even seen Zandomo had that earlier and he dropped it. Same game adjustment, won the game.
yeah. And, you know, Zandomo, really great adaptation. He just knew where Carvia was going to go and, you know, use the right aerials and tilts in order to get that stock. But now...
So this is interesting, because
Look at,
normally, like, R.O.B FD is like a curse.
Holy
It's like
cow.
you would never want to do that. But with Pika, nah. How does R.O.B land?
Yeah, I don't really know about this stage. I know for sure you want to ban Kalos, right, against Pikachu?
Yeah.
But I'm not
Well,
sure.
keep in mind, this is Carvia's counter pick.
Oh,
So, like, I'm trying to think, like, you'd ban Kalos against Pika, but normally, like, for R.O.B, you'd want to ban things that have, like, crazy Pika extensions. Probably some platforms. I could see maybe, like, not wanting to go to Battlefield, maybe not wanting to go to... Maybe not Town and City, because then Pika gets earlier kill confirms when you don't have to worry about that issue.
Yeah.
So
right.
it's funky that you'd think, like, oh, R.O.B FD, but FD is really bad for R.O.B in comparison to characters that have great maneuverability.
That was a good side hitbox. Gonna get a little lucky there and gonna end up taking that stock.
Oop, tried to get the quick attack coming
we're gonna
in.
see a potential stock take. Oh my goodness.
Gets the re-grab and rolls right
Oh
into
my
the back
gosh,
air.
she almost died.
This is still another stock.
Oh, man.
Oh my goodness.
Missing these
Crazy
spikes.
offstage game.
The tricky thing about Pikachu, like, absolutely has that top tier factor. I've been talking up the character like crazy, but you still need to not just like make the right choices. You need to be on the ball with that optimization, like Weapon talked about. Like, this character's got all these tools we've heard about, but it takes a little bit more work. So Carvia cannot be missing these edge guards, these down airs that are lined up for him.
And he is not currently.
Oh,
I mean,
oh my god, he
Missing
almost
that air
killed
dodge
him.
read. You cannot make that many mistakes against Zandomo's R.O.B. You will find yourself down.
That was
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
a really good mash coming from Carvia. on
It was
that down
perfect.
throw.
Was able to survive that entire interaction. So the mash with Pikachu is a little interesting too, because down air, or the down throw, depending on the character, certain attacks will scoop them out and some won't. Pika is so small that Pika does not get scooped out by up smash.
wow. So you have to do like up tilt.
You either have to do up tilt or you need to either turn around or move a bit into up smash. And either one means more time. So Pika has more time to mash out or do something different. So you will very rarely see up smash on a character like Pikachu out of the berry.
Pikachu gets to do whatever he wants.
Top tier privilege against the other top tier
That was an
privilege.
interesting combo. Nair and Decibel. That looked true, but I've never seen that before.
It's just cashing out the damage really quickly. When you do a Nair, at this low percent, you can do most anything. So opting for the immediate side B is kind of just like a, don't just get this hit. It's like, you could have done more.
the safer option. Like I don't really want to risk doing all the combo and the chance of floating it up.
Pikachu's also small, so maybe that was like a guaranteed hit he was able to do.
Ledge Trump, forcing him off stage.
Oh,
Perfect
way.
reversal. Carvia's going all the way out there after him because it's Pika, I can do this. No, Zandomo was ready. Missing, DIing out, so not getting hit into the second part from the spike.
And
Very
then he
smart.
also teched it, so he got control a lot earlier. Zandomo is playing amazing right now.
For every bit Zandomo was like, oh, I don't want to play Pika. Zandomo is ready for Pika.
Yeah, seems like he is. Maybe he was just trolling the audience right now.
Like, this matchup is rough. I get it. But, like,
And
nah,
on a-
you are ready.
And on FD, another
playing this lead well too.
Fantastic situation there with the ledge. Gyro to catch the roll-ins and immediately.
And he's starting to back up because, like Peter said, you're throwing out to breed the moves, right? He's finally catching on. Carvia doesn't want to land right on the ledge. He's going way into center stage.
Like we saw, like Zandomo like back up to center stage, and Carvia quick attacked right into him. Like he is already seeing like where's Pika gonna go, and is already positioning himself there to handle it.
You know what I haven't seen from Carvia? It's enough of the Thunder Jolts camping that he typically does. You typically sway back, Thunder Jolt, wait for one of them to hit, and then get a confirm off it, but he's not doing that right now.
We're going to get some no air loops.
Carvia back with melee combos
Maybe
on
with that rage, it might not have been as easy. Especially that position there. Zandomo could have DI'd hard left, and then you just run out of stage.
Yeah.
That
gyro almost killed.
We're starting to see some of those Thunder Jolts now. With this high of a percent, you want to kind of be careful how you open up Rob.
I don't think up throw might kill here.
Oh, great.
But one thing I have seen a lot from Carvia watching with the Denny's, he's not afraid to make these crazy comebacks.
For sure.
Now Zandomo
wants that grab.
He knows up throw kills right now. Dude wants it. Catches the roll in.
That's
it.
All right.
Oh my
Zandomo up 2-0 on Carvia. I'm surprised.
This is not what I was expecting.
Yeah,
this is a master class of how do you play this matchup. Like,
I said he has not smiled for the last 30 minutes.
Dude is like, I gotta play this character. I gotta focus.
He did say no more Mr. Nice Guy.
Wait, he's smiling now. Wait,
he's happy about it.
He's listening to the Twitch chat right now on his phone.
He's like, I'll let you go, Kalos. It's fine.
All right. Well, we'll see. Carvia, I don't think we've ever seen with his back pushed against the wall. Let's see how.
This is the first time.
We haven't seen Carvia go down like this, like harshly. Like Carvia's put up a heck of a fight in the pools and a heck of a fight in the gauntlet. Like,
oh my gosh.
No way.
And then we're going here.
Button press. What was he thinking?
Was he like trying to do like a wall jump, or did he like air dodge? He might need to
get miles off this. You have to get miles, and he messed it up.
What a start.
Rare drops. Like Carvia's like the thing that makes Carvia scary is that usually he doesn't drop these. Like Pika is only as scary as the person piloting, and Carvia shows that. But this is some like serious like just fumbles.
Maybe a little bit of nerves going on right now. Not sure what could be.
Early in the day too. Did Carvia really get to warm up a whole lot?
He did not, and that's the difference between him and Zandomo. Zandomo's been here all morning. Well, at least since like around 11 something, just kind of warming up. Carvia just kind of sit back. Probably a little nervous to ask for friendlies, in my opinion.
I feel like that could be part of it, yeah.
Yeah.
He needs to find the stock.
Well, there you go.
That's a good catch.
Yeah, great catch.
Zandomo, not a lot of extra credit for that stock.
For how scary that looked at the very beginning, like this is still Carvia's counter pick. This is still Kalos Pika, so you've got those Thunder Jolts for recovery. You've got all sorts of stuff. Like Carvia can absolutely still get this.
It's really exciting to see, despite it being whatever it's going to be, a 3-0, a 3-1, reverse 3-0. We're going to have an exciting set from here on out.
For sure.
I mean, currently it is, and Carvia, you know, that SD not swaying him at all.
Oh, gyro loses to the upbeat. I did not know that.
Quick attack is so good.
Oh, he had the read. I don't think that was going to kill, but that would have been some great damage.
Yeah, absolutely.
Zandomo seems a little too trigger happy right now with those up smashes.
Wow.
Is that going to be it?
Oh
Not
my God,
quite
that was
Kalos'
so
big
clean.
ceiling, but that was a great way to call that out.
You know, that trigger happiness could be definitely a factor because you're thinking like, oh, I'm up 2-0. I'm barely in the lead. Yeah, you know, it's like go, 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 go. So.
I mean, if he's been guessing right enough to win those 2 games, he's probably confident in his guesses going to the 3rd one.
Yeah. So Carvia definitely having a little bit more experience out of compared to Zandomo. Let's see how he handles
That was a really good whip punish.
Yeah, that was a great. Oh, the bounce.
Oh.
So, the silly thing about that gyro, if it hit, it would have sent Pika left.
What a recovery.
Wow, really?
Because it was shot left. Even though it bounced against the wall, it would have sent left.
Good thing we have
Gyro's
on the
funky.
mic. Good thing we have to be on the mic.
Oh, wait, that is?
That's dead. That's full rage.
152. Carvia's got to like really get as much extra credit as possible and keep this lead.
This is gonna be.
And he can right here. Oh,
Too
no.
much rage. You cannot nair loop even R.O.B with this much rage.
Is that it?
Nah, big Kalos ceiling.
No rage too.
But I like that choice of side B, thinking like, oh, this will counter the T-Jolt too. But Carvia was ready for it.
Oh.
This has to be
This should be enough.
Yeah.
Yes,
All right.
barely.
Okay. Well, we've seen Zandomo get some crazy stocks before. Let's see if he can end it with a little clip or something.
Heck, we saw him get those crazy stocks this set.
Yeah, he's going to want to end it now to avoid any chance of reverse for Yo.
And these air dodges have been so close.
Carvia has been like 0 for 6 on those air dodge catch thunders. Just delayed like a little bit more.
Oh, wow.
Good evasion.
Yeah, Carvia's movement is so tricky. Zandomo's struggling to get a hit in right now.
That laser.
Oh, that's it.
That no,
No.
not quite.
Almost.
Still big stage.
Force a high recovery on Kalos.
Not pulling the trigger on Thunder.
Oh.
Catching the back air.
Good answer.
Oh, great catch.
Not gonna be able to
tech.
tech it. Not gonna be able to tech that.
Techable.
I love Carvia's adaptation there of just delaying pulling the trigger just enough.
And
Yes.
finally, we have not
Worked
gotten
out
the
perfect.
3-0 on these sets.
First not 3-0, yep.
And
First
you
up there
know,
on losers.
This
you know,
is not what I was
I
expecting.
feel like the stage was like definitely a wrong choice. You never go to Kalos against Pikachu.
That is definitely like
Not sure
Sheesh.
if Zandomo knew that, but I thought that was like a pretty universal rule, you know?
like the thing I said about FD, like yeah, that can go back and forth. Like Rob likes that stage too. Kalos, no matter how much Rob loves that stage, do not take Pika there. That is a mistake.
And they're going to Battlefield right now
Ooh, we got a good song too.
with the worst song in the game.
How dare you?
Damn.
Ooh, pivot grab gonna get punished. Gyro's out, so
Yeah,
yep, opting
yeah.
for the up airs instead, because not gonna be able to keep the nair loops, because if Zandomo goes left, Gyro's blocking it.
Carvia getting so much off a single hit.
That was a really good quick attack to get in through the laser too. You can whip punish a projectile from that
Oh,
far.
how did that not hit?
I'm surprised he neutral air dodged. Normally when you're in that situation, you just press shield attack instantly. He was not holding a direction, even as he was doing up B. He just neutral air dodged it. That's really good like disadvantage awareness. I'm impressed with that,
that side
Zandomo.
B
That's
was-
good.
Oh, is that gonna be it?
Oh.
That'll catch the out.
And that's
Great
gonna
tech.
save him. That's gonna save
And
him.
a nair out of there?
How did he nair while after all that?
Zandomo's like off-stage play, even just getting hit is immaculate right now.
It's a crazy Kumala.
I wish I could play that well on disadvantage. Couldn't.
Back
Gravy.
row.
I think he's more of a Sylvester.
All right, let's see.
Crazy.
Oh,
Tried to
great.
wait out the air dodge.
Such entertaining off-stage game, too.
Is that gonna be it?
The
No.
DI,
Just to
great
the
DI.
corner. Gyro out of nowhere. Misses the catch though.
That's
That's
gonna be
true.
it.
That's
That
it.
should be it.
See, all right. Carvia showing us he's still in this.
Yeah. Never have enough gas in the tank, unlike Rob.
When you've got the lead on Rob like this too, it's where Pika can take full advantage of that zoning potential. But Carvia's kind of still playing the mid game. Is kind of trying to own like stage control.
Wow.
Good ledge shot.
Maybe that was the other direction.
Great
It would've-
ledge
Oh,
shot.
So Woody in the background asked, Gyro like went right through him off stage. Like why didn't that hit him? So Gyro, when you shoot it and it has little motion lines as it's spinning on the ground, if it just rolls off a platform, no hitbox.
Hard to see not a down throw or an up throw in that situation. Oh, no tech. Is he dead?
Oh, he was looking
No.
for the. He was looking
Almost.
for the back
that's
end.
it? Oh,
It could be it.
oh
Oh,
is that it?
Spike.
Is that it?
Tries to go for the Thunder.
Carvia going for some.
Was
He needs to
expecting
find the stop.
Zandomo to go like immediately to the ledge, I think.
That's gonna be
That
it?
up throw
That's
should be
dead.
it.
Had to add
Alright.
in the action percent just in case.
Get a couple pummels in, just gotta really make this rat go away.
Doing the Batista bomb on him.
As Weapon would know. Big wrestling head.
Ooh, don't get hit by that nair.
Not that kind of wrestling. But back to the game.
Back to business.
Oh,
And
Down
so,
tilt 1-2.
so far, this has been a fire set between these two players.
Oh,
Missed tech from Carvia.
how
Good
bad
DI out of
was
that
that?
nair. though.
Pikachu is too small. He's gonna go too far on that.
There's 2 hits on nair. One like in and one out. The in one will send more up, the out one will send more out. So like Zandomo had the good read there, going for that option there on like that tech chase, but I feel like he needed to be a little more in and he might have been able to get the side B on Pika.
Oh, wait a second.
Oh,
Oh,
nasty.
just barely too far.
Wait a minute.
That's a second mistake. We've seen him last game. Carvia made a mistake, but was able to bring it all the way back. So this isn't over.
In fact, this is closer than that last game was with that mistake. Like Carvia's still doing great.
Yeah, Zandomo's really playing around, not letting him get off this ledge right here.
Oh my
Look at all
god.
this
holding his
momentum.
position.
Carvia's got to find something.
He waiting for the retreating up B.
Waiting for the quick
and
attacks.
those trades, those are the ones you want when you're up a stock.
Carvia just wasn't ready. I think tried to parry.
Oh, the bounce of the laser. And
Every
looking
like
all
miss
the way
parry
back
or
to the
miss exchange
ledge.
with these hits is just getting so scary for Carvia.
This looked like it was going to be an all Carvia game. That up B has really stunted his growth right here.
They meet it down tilt back, just outboxing first.
Things
Yeah.
could just change in an instant, but Carvia doesn't have another game to spare to make mistakes
This is
like that.
Carvia's last stock.
Oh my goodness.
This is Carvia's
What's
last
the
stock.
punish? Greedy side B. What's the punish
No,
back?
that's
he's
gonna be
dead.
it. That's
No,
oh,
teching on the stage.
No.
that's Zandomo.
Tries to be aggressive back.
Zandomo.
Oh my
He
goodness.
was
No
out
more
of fuel
gas
by
than
that
Zing.
point for sure.
Oh,
right off the
back
platform. I don't think a single person in the venue expected that one.
I did not.
You do all that work and then just right off the angel plat. Yo, I'm waiting for you.
Weapon about to pee his pants after being so excited on that one.
Hot
And
day,
Zandomo beats Carvia 3-1.
Wow.
3-1.
Muy caliente set, as one would say.
We're going to have to talk to Zandomo right now. And I don't think Cav and Lanny are aware, but we'll have to interview them really quickly after this. But,
Did you know? I want to bet that Zandomo's gonna come out of here small. Zandomo, what are you doing on the mic? On the mic.
Yep, he got that grin.
Get up here.
Okay, I gotta ask you some questions.
Okay. What were you thinking in all those offstage situations? Like, you not once, like, gave in. Like, you, like, that neutral air dodge when you, like, got hit. Not even, like, press shield detect, like, a neutral air dodge, like, as you were up being. And taking all those, getting that reversal nair early on. How do you keep that composed and offstage?
Well, I knew I had to tech it or else I would die.
Oh wait, in the mic.
I was thinking of teching because, like, I always play aggressive, right? So you saw me, every time I tech it, I would try to hit him right back because I would expect him, if he hits me, I know he could just easily down air me, I would die. But I'm like, okay, I want to strike him first. So I kept playing aggressive and try to play where he was doing, where he would go off stage deep for those deep thunders and stuff, but I would try to keep the same momentum going.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's a good awareness. You saw how, like, Carvia was constantly going after you. So just, I got room for reversals. I like that.
I also saw how you lied. You said you weren't confident in the Pikachu matchup, but it seemed like you were very confident in that gameplay. I mean,
it was crazy, bro. It was crazy.
I tried playing it the best that I could with the knowledge that I had. I did some VOD review yesterday. That kind of helped.
apparently no. You went Kalos. I mean, come on,
Yeah,
bro. You
he
don't do
went-
that against Pikachu. What are you doing? What are you doing?
No.
Get your head in the game.
Carlos is probably my favorite stage is R.O.B. I'll say that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm like rarely never gonna ban it.
I
That
would
was
assume. I would
A little bit
assume.
closer.
That was something I had talked about too, of like, oh, you went to FD and Kalos. Like, those are good R.O.B. stages, but like those stages can be kind of volatile because R.O.B. doesn't have like a best stage. He has like good stages, and stages are better for others.
Yeah, and I know he can ride T-Joel on the walls with Carlos, and he started abusing that, but I don't think it was that big of a factor the way that it could have been. I still feel like I had a lot of the neutral
Yeah.
gyro. That's why I like Carlos and FD. Because gyros are like that. Because there's no platform, so you're forced to just run or jump. And a mine air can stuff out the jumps. The gyro's right there on the ground.
Right.
Well, congratulations on moving on to the bracket.
Thank you.
Great gameplay, really good
Fantastic
adaptation.
gameplay.
And you're playing at your best today, so don't play me because I'm scared of that.
All right, I got one question for you though.
Yeah.
All right.
How does it feel not to go 0-5?
Oh, yeah, it's great.
It's great.
And like, to win R.O.B.'s worst matchup, now I feel unstoppable. I'm probably just going to go.
Oh.
now
How
I'm
does
just
it
gonna-
feel to be not
Like-
just like your one win was beating one of the worst matchups?
Yeah, like,
Pretty solid.
I think, in my opinion, R.O.B.'s worst matchup is Pika. But
For sure.
R.O.B.'s just a good character.
Yeah.
Where, like, there really is no losing matchups.
There
But
is none,
if
man.
there was a character, it would probably be Pika.
All right, Zandomo, well, thank you for your time. Congrats.
For sure.
We hope to see more of you pretty soon.
Yep.